Hey guys, it's Justin again with another start to finish video. I believe we're at 11, which is the second to last video. What we are going to cover in this video is top coating. There's a lot of different types of top coat that range from acrylic to enamel to lacquer and beyond. I only have experience working with acrylic top coats, such as this isn't actually acrylic, but it works like an acrylic, but a little bit better. Future Floor Pledge with Future Shine. If you just Google, or not Google, if you go on Amazon or eBay and just type in Future Floor Polish, this should pop up. But you basically just want Pledge with Future Shine. This is what mine looks like. Really nice. I've used this for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and out of the whole bottle, I have not used very much. You can lay it on heavy and it dries clear. You can use multiple clear coats and it works really well. You don't have to thin it, it goes straight in the airbrush. The other type of top coat that I really like, if I'm not going for a really super glossy look, I'll just throw down some Alclad gloss. This doesn't kind of go as far. I've used this for about maybe less time in the future. This is really good if I'm unsure of the strength of the paint that I'm doing, or if I want to do something that's going to require sanding after top coat. This is good because it's a lacquer, so I don't have to worry about sanding through. And what we're going to use today is Alclad's flat coat. There's also, let's see if I have it over here. It looks like I do not have it over here. I had a bottle of it, but I can't find it. Mr. Color has a really nice gloss coat. You thin it 1:1, give or take, and it's very glossy. Very nice stuff. I haven't tried their flat coats yet, but I'm sure that it's just as good. Actually, I think this is their gloss coat. So, we're gonna use the flat coat, but before you apply any sort of top coat, I'm going to recommend kind of breaking your pieces down as best you can. This one doesn't have very many moving parts, so you want to kind of split it open so these are open so you can get on the insides and all the other stuff, so you get a nice even finish across the entire surface. And I'm going to do this actually twice like this, then I'm going to close it and do it one last time for this piece. But before you lay down your top coat, what I'm going to recommend is pick up like a nice, it doesn't have to be one of these. There's also like nice just brushes. Jim uses like an anti-static brush. This is a makeup brush. It's Eco Tools. I got it in the makeup aisle at Walmart. It's a Kabuki. It's just a really nice soft brush. I think it cost me like 10 bucks. And you just kind of go over your part kind of lightly, get all the dust and stuff off of it, and make sure there's nothing on it. Because you don't want, basically anything that's on this surface when you lay down your top coat is going to stay on this surface. So you want this surface to be as clean as possible. And you want to go over all your parts and make sure they're all equally clean. So I'm going to double check everything and make sure that everything looks good before I go ahead to the next step. Alright, now the point of a top coat is to seal in everything you've done prior to doing the top coat. You can gloss coat until the cows come home, it doesn't matter. But essentially once you've done a flat coat, that's it. So if you want to go for a gloss finish, you can gloss and gloss and gloss and gloss, it doesn't matter. But once you lay down a flat coat, you want to make sure that you're ready to commit to that, because it's harder to undo than it is to lay down another coat. or at least I'm pretty sure it is. I've never actually tried to gloss over flat, but I don't imagine it's going to work the way you think it is. I'm going to stress this here more than anywhere else. You know, especially when I'm laying down lacquers like this, top coats. You know, if there's no other part of this video that you decide to wear a protective mask, I'm going to recommend it the highest here, because you're going to be laying down heavy coats of paint, and there's going to be lots of particles floating around in the air. Please wear a mask. This is not safe for your health. Spraying atomized paint getting in your lungs is not a good thing, so, you know, be extra careful and, you know, take care of yourself. So I'm going to load my airbrush up with some of this. If I can get it open. My God. Oh, there we go. And we're just going to load the airbrush full, and we can go to town. Where's my... There it is. My little old thing. I've had a tendency to spilling things lately. So, just take your time. I'm going to be spraying this a little higher than normal. I think about 15 should do it. You can actually spray this higher. This is about 15 to 20. So I'm going to put my mask on, and I'm going to show you some spraying. We'll probably speed this up so you can. Alright, so even though it appears glossy when you first spray it, here's the final effect. This is what it looks like on the final piece. When everything's said and done, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, I'm not going to touch this any further without wearing gloves, I don't think, because I don't want to get any oils or anything like that on the piece, but there you go. So, Let me see if there's another piece that's fully dry. This has been dried for maybe 20 minutes from my last, my final coat. I'm very happy with the shading. I'm very happy with the final tones and everything. I think all the colors came out really good. I'm very happy with the yellows and the blues especially. The decals don't appear to have any silvering, and there's not really any edge, so I think I did a pretty good job handling that. But let me grab another piece so you can see what another part looks like. Let's see. Here's the head. Again, very flat. Some of the heavier lining comes out really well. The more subtle lining looks good as well. So I can't wait to get all this final assembled, so you can see just what everything looks like all put together. But I'm pretty pleased so far. What else do we have? This one isn't fully dry, but you can get an idea of what it looks like. This is the only piece that had a high shine metallic that I sprayed over, and that was because I didn't want to risk messing the paint up by disassembling all this. But even so, it has a nice tone difference between this piece and this piece up here, so I'm happy with that. The flats look really good. Again, no edges on the decals. I'm really happy with the shading. So there's the foot. The lining came out pretty good. Lots of nice shadows in there. And I guess one more. I'll show off the shield. And the reason I'm going to show that off is because I did a little bit of masking on it with some blue tack. So there's a clear piece on here, and I didn't want that to be flat as well, so I just covered that up with a piece of masking tape. But again, nice even flat overall finish. The shading pops really well, I think. All the metallic bits look good. But let's go ahead and get a toothpick and kind of get some of this masking off. And there we go. So, nice and glossy as it should be. And then flat. The sliding mechanism still works. These still work fine as well. Now, very pleased. The only piece that I haven't top coated is the weapons. Everything else is done, but the only reason I haven't done that is because I lost a piece on both guns. I actually think I threw them out. I wasn't paying much attention when I was cutting stuff out, I guess, and I forgot to cut two pieces out and threw them away. So I'm waiting on replacements for those, but once those are replaced, I'll finish these up. I'm going to decal them ASAP anyway, because the pieces that go on here are separate and they go on last. I can just top coat those and slap them on when everything's done. But I'm going to go ahead with final photos without the pieces for now, and then I'll send it out to the client when I get the pieces and paint everything. But that is the top coat video. Hopefully this one is a little shorter than all the rest. If you want to stay tuned for the next episode, which is going to be the final episode, I'm going to show you how I take photos. It's probably going to be a little bit longer video, but I think that it'll be really helpful as far as, you know, showing what your kit looks like. And I'm going to try and touch on posing your kit and stuff like that as well. So we'll get into that next week. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this series. It was a lot of fun to make, and it was a lot of fun to work on this kit and document as much of it as possible. Hopefully it helped somebody out. I know a couple people said they're going to use it and try and go through some builds that I know, so it's really great. I'm glad that I could have inspired somebody at the very least to do something like that. But hopefully somebody pulled something from this. If you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that, please leave me a comment or message me somewhere. Again, I have every social media platform known to man. You can find me on anything. And if you want to see more stuff like this, please let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. Like I said, this was a lot of fun to do, so I will not hesitate to do it again. A little less wordy next time, because I've gone through all the explanations this time. But that's all I got for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.